You know what's absolutely mind boggling? Last year, people literally threw away 145 million euros, not on gambling, not on bad investment, but on visa applications that got rejected. That's right, 145 million euros just gone. And the worst part, some countries are getting hit way harder than others, and I bet you can guess which ones. Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. I'm Hadassah for Jackpot.ng, and we cover all immigration news, immigration tips, and jackpot stories about Nigerians living outside Nigeria. Now, I need to talk about this because it's been eating away at me since I saw these numbers. We're talking about the Schengen visa system, you know, those visas that lets you travel freely across most of Europe. And let me tell you, the 2024 statistics just dropped and they are absolutely wild. I mean, bonkers. Here's what happened. In 2024, people filed almost 12 million Schengen visa applications. That's 11.7 million to be exact. And now that's already a 13% increase from 2023. So clearly, everyone's eager to get back to traveling post pandemic, right? But here's where it gets crazy. Out of the 11.7 million applications, 1.7 million got rejected. That's one in every seven applications just denied. And each of those applications cost money. We're talking about 85 euros on average because the EU actually raised the fee from 80 to 90 euros halfway through the year. So do the maths with me here. 1.7 million rejections times 85 euros equals 145 million euros in pure losses. That's not money that's got refunded, okay? That's money that's just disappeared into the system for absolutely nothing in return. Now, let's talk about the other side of the coin. The European Union made nearly a billion euros from visa applications in 2024. We're talking 995 million euros. That's a 20% increase from the previous year. So think about this for a second. The EU is literally making bank from people's dreams to visit Europe. And when those dreams get crushed with a rejection letter, they keep the money anyway. It's like paying full price for a movie ticket and then being told, oh, you can't enter the theater, but sorry, no refund. This is where the story gets really interesting and honestly kind of heartbreaking too. Let me break down who's spending the most and losing the most. China tops the list with 1.7 million applications. They spent 151 million euros total, but lost nearly 7 million on rejections. That's a lot, but their rejection rate is actually pretty reasonable. Are you surprised at that? Wait for this. But then when you look at countries like Algeria, the story changes entirely, okay? They filed about 545,000 applications, and get this, 185,000 of those got rejected. That's a rejection rate of over 30%. They lost 15.7 million euros on rejections alone. Turkey, India, Morocco, those countries are all losing millions upon millions on rejected applications. And here's a pattern that's impossible to ignore. African countries, yeah, I'm coming there. African countries are getting absolutely hammered by rejection rate. Countries like Comoros had over 60% of their applications rejected. Bangladesh, Pakistan, Guinea-Bissau, Senegal, Haiti, Nigeria, Ghana, all losing massive amounts of money with some of the highest rejection rates in the world. See, this isn't just about money. This is about systemic inequality in global mobility. So if you're from certain countries, your chances of getting a Schengen visa are dramatically lower, but you still have to pay the same fee as everyone else. Meanwhile, countries like the UK, Saudi Arabia, and Thailand have rejection rates well below 10%. Same fee, completely different odds of success. It's like having a lottery where some people get multiple tickets for the same price, while others barely get a chance to win, but everyone pays the same entry fee. So, where does all this money end up? Well, France made 261 million euros from visa applications, and they're the biggest winner here. Then Spain made 139 million, Germany made 128 million. These five biggest countries, France, Spain, Germany, Italy, and the Netherlands, they collectively made about 633 million euros out of the total 996 million. Essentially, a handful of Western European countries are making hundreds of millions from visa fees, while people from developing countries are losing money on rejections. So this is the part I need you to concentrate on and pay attention to. This is what the statistics don't capture. The human cost. Behind every rejection is a person who saved money, took time off work, gathered documents, maybe even had to travel to a consulate in another city. They had plans, dreams, family reunions, business opportunities. That 85 euros might not sound like much to some people, but in many of these countries with high rejection rates, that's weeks, sometimes months of wages. Imagine saving for months just to have your application rejected and your money gone forever. Look, I'm not saying the EU shouldn't have visa requirements or they should approve everyone. Border security is important and countries have the right to control who enters. But when you're making nearly €1 billion from a system that disproportionately takes money from people in developing countries while rejecting the applications at much higher rates, you've got to question whether this system is fair. The fact that your nationality can basically predict your chances of success while everyone else pays the same fee feels very wrong to me. What do you think? Is this just how the world works, or is there a better way to handle visa applications that doesn't leave millions of people out of 145 million euros with nothing to show for it? Let me know in the comments below. Have you or someone you know been affected by this rejection? What was the experience like? And if you found this breakdown as eye-opening as I did, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe. I'll see you in the next one.